I'm supposed to read you your rights, but you're in Mooney's jail, and in Mooney's jail you ain't got no rights. Alright, let us see what the level contains. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Spooky Hollow.
We are always seeking spirits to add to our forces, and Headless Horsemen are one of the rarest haunters. After all, how often does a person on a horse lose their head? We have discovered that there is a conspiracy afoot to develop Spooky Hollow, one involving the summoning of a Headless Horseman known as the Dragoon. Your task is to find the conspirator, expose them to their fellow mortals, and find a way to recruit the Dragoon so that we may use it to punish the mortals who foolishly believe they can dabble in our affairs without fear of the consequences.
Okay, Spooky's Hollow of jump scares. Anyway, bringing any indoors only spirits on this mission is more or less an act of stupid. And I mean that. There's only a couple of buildings that you can actually access on the entire farm, and even then they're basically barn-like structures with no reason for anyone to go in other than being stupid and wandering in. Alright. So, there are more buildings. There's a big farmhouse and a lighthouse. I mean, not lighthouse, the other thing. Windmill. But there's kind of an a-hole necromancer messing with the Headless Horseman in a bid for power. So, you're going to, by the way, to free the ghosts, you're going to want to make sure to bring Earthquake, all the weather controllers you can stuff in your inventory, and at least one person with blood. Blood powers. Blood. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Necromancer. And apparently he's put shielding on any of the buildings people might actually want to use. Or ghosts might actually want to use. Alright. Not even sure if there's anywhere I can tether Blue Murder, but she's really useful.
Identify the Dragoon's master, then reveal their identity to the other mortals.
My tribe roamed this land hundreds of years ago. They called me Black Crow, their guardian, the strongest hunter. Then the outsiders came. They slew my kin, buried me in my own land, then built a wooden dwelling above my body. This land must be returned to the wild, as it was when I was alive, for my people and for the land.
Did you know that the Native Americans,
Though
shortly
I be
before...
not proud to serve my craven mortal master, I
Saw a
am
chance to
bound
click on him and I
by
took it.
ancient law. I cannot leave his service until his schemes
Alright, he is
are
not actually
revealed.
under our control.
And, in accord with legend, mortal hand may return my skinless skull to my earthen grave.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, as I was saying, did you know the Indians, or Native Americans, sorry, had a black plague of their very own? Plague. Yeah. They drove away, when they were at full force, they drove away the Vikings, because, as many people who know things about history know, the Vikings technically discovered America before Columbus did, but they got driven off. There were actually a number of people who tried to claim America when it was already claimed. And you Trimmer, shake down the house and you're good. Nope, Trimmer won't do it. It's got to be a quake. A quake. A quake. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The house exploded. Splody house.
Black Crow and the land, thank you, strange one. How may I repay your kindness?
Anyway, the Native Americans drove off the Vikings. Seriously, when you know they drove off the Vikings, a bunch of pilgrims in buckle hats and shoes, buckle shoes, should not have had a prayer.
Transpire within the windmill's walls. Find some way to intervene.
Alright, you do have a time limit on this level. It is not a countdown timer so much as you have no control over and cannot reclaim, cannot bench the Headless Horseman until he's freed. And he will continue to run laps around the level, scaring the hell out of everyone, including scaring the little girl. That doesn't really matter. She's not important to this level at all. I just want an excuse to make a scaring the little girl reference again, because it doesn't come up in that many games. Anyway, back to the Indians. American natives. Sorry. They drove off the Vikings. The reason the American ancestors, white, Anglo, whatever American ancestors, were able to beat the Indians is because somewhere between 75 to 85% of their population had been wiped out a couple of years before by disease. Alright, what you want to do here is get all the storm going you can. You want rain, you want wind, you want thunder, you want underpaints. I may not have enough points to pull it off. In fact, I don't think I do. Oh, and side note, you don't actually have to bring the earthquake guy, because if you can get a high enough wind going... Oh, there we go. If you get a high enough wind going, it'll start blowing the windmill and mess up his little cult spell. But also, if you get the windmill going, or you get the wind blowing high enough, it will blow down that shack that I earthquaked apart. Man, whoever that is, they are unflappable. Alright. Anyway, so you can interrupt his ritual by getting the wind blowing. It starts the windmill. The big mill wheel, much whirling water makes the mill wheel work well. Makes the mill wheel spin, which knocks down his skull and messes up his little ritual. And by the way, I mean the skull he's using for magic, not his personal skull. Just thought I'd clear that up. You can also bring a sleeping person to this level, because unless you wake him up, that hobo is going to sleep for pretty much the entire dang level. Alright. I know there's one more ghost. I just don't want to talk to him. Her. It. Genderless Skeletor. I mean, not Skeletor, Scarecrow. Yeah, see, there's a barn you can look into and place ghosts in. But you can't really do much else. There was another house we could look into, but I kind of blew it down, kind of shook it down. Shake down, break down, you busted. Anyway, if you don't bring enough storm people, that's okay, because once we get... If you do have just enough storm people anyway, sorry, we will be freeing another storm caller. Thunderbird. So far, so good. We just need a little more plasm. And you have to be a little bit economical with your scares here. Because if you drive off the people, there will be no one to uncover the shenanigans of the evil wizard in the wheelhouse. Windmill. Alright, Tempest, Rain. No, I don't want you. I don't want you to Tempest! Tempest! There we go. Rain, Tempest. Instant gusts. Instant thunder. Am I doing it wrong? Nope, I'm doing it right. Once you get the storm up to a fever pitch, lightning strikes the tree, and we make a new friend.
Talon, prince among elementals, answers your call of thunder and lightning. Let us ally to thwart all presumptuous mortals who dabble in astral affairs beyond their concern.
Yes. Dribble drabble. Excuse me. I've got...
Black Crow and the land, thank you, strange one. How may I repay your kindness?
Yes. I was also getting frustrated with running out of time, so I may have started over. That's why that guy is being freed again. Alright, we'll do this.
The murder of crows!
Ugh. Stop talking! Yes, yes, Wicker Man, why is it burned? Why is it burned? Why is it burned? And not the bees! Ah, they're in my eyes! Alright, there. If I didn't make that reference, then somebody would have yelled at me. Alright, let's go for the Trojan gift. There we go. Now let's go ahead and apply the guy that can normally only be applied to children. And by guy, I mean chicken. Psycho Chicken, Cascase, and Gushy Blood. Gushy, gushy, gushy. The good news is, well, the bad news is he's going to talk. The Scarecrow will talk again when we free him.
To the sky! Storm wings! Now serve you!
Ugh. Please never release a sex tape. The audio alone would be violating Geneva Convention stuff. Seriously. But yeah, if you take too long on this level, the Headless Horseman will scare everyone away. So what you want to do is use your Hypnodoodles to call people over to the windmill. The children do not count. It must be an adult who will look in the window of the windmill, see what the guy is doing, and go, "There, that's not good. I better tell people." Yeah, anyway, like I said, I did start over, so you will note Blue Murder is no longer in my party. I wanted the extra slot for someone else. Alright. Let us see.
Oh, I be not proud,
Yes,
sir,
yes.
my
We've
great
heard this.
immortal master.
Thank you.
I am bound by ancient law. I cannot
Ooh,
leave
bound,
his
kinky.
service until his schemes are revealed. Then,
Alright, Clatterclaws
in accord
uses
with
Swarm
legend,
and its spiders.
mortal hand
Buck
may
uses
return
Swarm
my
or, you know,
skinless skull to
or
my
Legion, is what I would say.
earthen grave.
And its fleas. This guy is good with the swarm attacks and its crows. He is, you can only post him outdoors, but he is one of the more versatile group scarers outdoors. He can learn creepers. He's got a bunch of low-level scare everybody things, basically. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. That's the general idea of what I'm saying, you see. Alright, you didn't call anybody, you suck. And if I had brought Blue Murder, I would have another person to bring them session to call people over. I am a dumb. Alright, that person is going near the White House. Jeez, how many times am I going to mess up the word windmill today? I cannot say windmill. Anyway. Someone running in terror will not pause to look in the window. They're like, ah, ah, ah. Ooh, what's that? No, they won't do that. Alright. There we go. Somebody's looking in the window. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Oh, oh, oh. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone on the old banjo. Oh, someone on the old banjo.
Do not
Alright,
allow the dragoon to chase the mortal from Spooky Hollow.
Alright. Let us see if she can make it back to the town without getting dragooned. Nope. She's scared. I hate my life. Hate my life so much right now. She's scared off. And there is no hope for happiness for me. Alright. I forgot an important key step. You're supposed to friggin' possess her. If you have a ghost possessing someone, they are immune to fear. And they will... damn it. So, if it turns out... Yeah, it does. It turns out... I'm starting again. If someone is possessing a mortal and they run off the map, it crashes the game. Or at least it just did now. I don't know if that's permanent. But, yeah. I also woke up the hobo because I wanted to mess with him. Dang hobo. Alright. So far I've only scared off one person. And I don't think that was me. I think that was the Dragoon, a.k.a. the Headless Horseman. Alright, look at the house. Look at the house. Look at the house. Look at the house. Look at the house, you stupid son of a fishmonger. Hate you! Hate you! You gamey twit! You smelly bugger! You poopy pants! There we go. Chase him back the other way. He's probably going to be too scared to be looking in the window. But at least he's headed in the right direction. Alright, good. Somebody else is headed to look in the window. Nope. Nope, they just walk on by. They're like, you think there's any necromancy going on in there? Nah, I'm just going to keep walking. Oh, well. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. You gonna look in the window, Bucky? No, you're not. You're just wandering around behind the building. I hate you so very much. I don't need strange vision. I need hypno beam. Hypno beam, damn you! Alright. I may end up pausing the recording or editing some footage out if this takes much longer. Because, okay, I got you. I got you, babe. Seriously, did I only attract the one guy? Obsession is so much better. Seriously. Hypnotic image is just too damn short range. As we saw on the island when I was trying to free him in the first place. Alright, let's go ahead and start the windmill again, just because I don't want him to get his ritual too far underway. Underway. Ritual underwear. Magic blessed underwear. Ah, he's not even going to bother looking in the window. He's like, I'm going on in. Alright, but I think the guy actually stops doing what he's doing when the door opens. And plays innocent. So it has to be someone looking in the window. Oh dear. Oh dear. There we go. Right. Typhoon. Strong winds. Strong winds are what we need. Please look in the window, you wretched son of a fishy wiggle. Please? I beg of you? I hate you so much. You smell like feet. Alright. New rule for the rest of the playthrough. Hasn't been relevant till now, but it looks like it's going to be here. If an episode is going over 30 minutes, you bet your butt I'm going to cut out at least part of it. Unless somehow some level has relevant gameplay in all of it. Oh, a side note, I think this actually applies in the rest of the game too. Not just to get it to strike the tree, the free Thunderbird. If you get enough wind, rain, and other storm elements going at the same time, the lightning will happen automatically because you will have conjured a storm. Alright. I did crash, but I brought back Blue Murder this time. I crashed when they ran off with my dude. Hypno beam, hypno beam, hypno beam. Alright. Come to the lighthouse. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Come to the Windmill. Made of windmill. I have to be ready to possess this
Do
person.
not allow the dragoon to chase the mortal from Spooky Hollow.
Alright, there we go. Now, with him haunting that woman's soul, the dragoon can run right by. Uh-oh, oh, Wiggly Biggins! Wiggly Biggins! Wiggly Biggins! I have no idea what I just said. I just know I said the first thing to come to mind rather than a bad word. Alright. That's how I work. Nope, 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 nope. If you use another power, it will throw things off. It will depossess the lady. And that's not a good thing. Because it took over 20 minutes for me to get someone possessed. More like 10, because I wasn't trying the whole time. I was doing other things for the first part of the level, but still, it took longer than it should have in any rational game. Oh, and if any person enters one of these domiciles we cannot access...
News of the cousin's treachery will doubtless bring a swift retribution.
If once she goes in, she loses the possession is lost. And he is automatically benched. But she has told the others of his evil chicanery. So, someone will come to the windmill to put a stop to his poodoo. The poodoo that he does so well. We really need the typhoon. It's slowing people down. Making them all walk against the wind like some kind of massed army of mimes. Oh, and if you leave the rain going too long, everybody will hide indoors. Is she coming or not? Seriously. Do your job, lady. Confront the windmill guy. Oh, what the hell? We gotta do it again? I'm confused. Oh, okay, he seems to be taking care of it. He's banging on the window. There we go. He's calling the guy out. He's all like, you should not do that. It's naughty. And he's like, but I want to. And he's like, I don't care. It's against the rules. And he's like, I don't care. I want to do it because I want to summon the headless man to be my friend. Well, I'm taking away the head, and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's my head. I demand you give me head. What did you just say? Never mind. I'm going to run away. All right. So, some guy who I'm just going to assume his name is Joe Bob, Jim Bob Joe from the way he's dressed. Jim Bob, Joe Bob, Bubba, I mean, is going to take the skull to the graveyard and return it to hallowed ground. And somehow that makes the Headless Horseman ours again. And by graveyard, I mean one single grave in the middle of nowhere.
My tired corpse may finally rest complete. Now turn me upon my erstwhile mortal master, and let him suffer twicefold the fear of his own victims.
Yes. Well, now the Dragoon belongs to me, and the Dragoon is, hands down, the best outdoor scarer in the game. All sorts of amazing abilities, and you can buy even more, and he's got so many slots, up to the highest level of powers. He can induce new fears. And it's very useful because some of the times the new fear he'll induce is the fear of being hunted, and he's got 2 different pursuit/chase powers. You're not doing your job. I want you to frighten that guy. No, not the one from XL Saga. That's it! Run! Run, my little monkeys! Ha 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 ha! You fools! You fools of foolishness! Excuse me. Now it's all just a matter of scaring the hell out of the evil wizard. Which I seem to have done. Good for me. I earned a cookie. I don't have any cookies at the moment. But that's just as well. I'm not really a big sweets person. Yes, I am a big fat butt, but I got my girth from greasy, salty things, not from sweets and desserts. Never been. Even as a kid, I wasn't too big on sweets and desserts. With some exceptions, namely sodas. And I was going to say chocolate, but chocolate is not all that sweet. And he runs away. So, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. Except when I was pissed off. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Maybe even favorite a video or 2. But you know what? You don't have to. I'm not the boss of you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.